Welcome back. Before seeing the critical path, I want to talk about different type of task dependencies. If you recall, we used the finish to start type of task in the project that we were creating. That's the most used type of task dependency in the project, but there are other three types that we see together. So if you look at here, we have finish to start, the one that we just did, and task B can only start when task A has finished. And to give you an example for finish to start, for example, we cannot start digging a pit without buying a spade. So that's possible. That's one example for finish to start, and we saw the example in our own project as well. The other one is a start to start, and task B can only start when task A has started. The example for this one, we can start managing a project B after we prepare the solid project plan A. So if we prepare this, then we have this. So this is one example of a start to start type of task dependency, and we will see how you can create that in MS Project. The next step is finish to finish, and task B can only finish when task A has finished. When you're reading when you're reading a book, this book B can finish when you can finish one of its chapters called A. So the finish of B depends on the finish of the other task. This is type of finish to finish example. Then we have also a start to finish, and the definition is that task B can only finish when task A has started. An example, it's a new shift. When you want to start working, the other shift should have finished the work. It's really good type of task dependency for changing the shift. So whenever you are planning for something and there is a changing shift recurring happen, so make sure this start to finish is something that is really helpful for you that you can use in your project. So right now we're gonna take a look and we see how we can just change this task dependency in our MS project. Let me just okay, so you see the project that we created until here. Right now everything that we see here is finished to a start. I will change and tell you how you can. So if I want to change this one, the first task, and put it as start to start, click on the predecessor, and as you recall we have this bar here, so I can easily put SS, and you see that it's right now S start to start. Let me just move the timeline a little bit bigger so you are able to visualize it better. So as you see here, it is a start to start. If I remove SS, which is a start to start, and put FS, then it's gonna be the regular one. By default it put it as FS if you don't change it, and you see that it doesn't put it. But let's say if I want to change this one again, and instead of a start to start I put a start to finish, I put SF, then you see that how the branch is changed and the start to finish type of task dependency is applied here. And I can also put finish to finish, and as you see this task starts, sometimes this task starts that all together these two tasks can finish at the same time. So this is one type of adding dependencies, different type of dependencies in your task. I'm gonna remove it and just put this one the way it was, so finish to start, and show you one other way that you can manage this. So in the SPS detail view that we are able to see, so I go to task to the top left, and I'll go to view to the top left, and then we go to detail as you recall. So you put detail, perfect, and the task form is open. Here the detail window is down below. I'm gonna just right click here and change the view for this one. For the moment it's predecessor and successor, that's what I was looking for. But if let's say you see cost, or if you see the work window here, just easily right click on the detail window and put this on predecessor and successor. And after you see this one, right now I'm on the roof slab, you see the predecessor task to roof slab is masonry structure with finish to a start type and with lag of 0, and the successor is the structure complete. I want to change this and put it to finish, and if I press OK, you see that it is changed. I'm gonna change the view to entire project, so you see that it is finished. I can put it start to start and press OK. You see that the dependency is changing. So the example I provided in the slide are those type of dependencies that you can use for your project. So I'll change this one. I put it to finish to start, and you can also do the same thing for the successor activity. And successor activity is activity which is after the activity that you are right now. So for example, structure complete is the successor to roof slab. One more concept for you to get familiar is the lag and the lead. So if let's say I put 10 days here and I press OK, what happens here? You see that there is a lag, a gap of 10 days between these two activities, which means the roof slab is going to start 10 days after finish of the masonry structure. If I put this one to 50 days, so for you to visualize better, I press OK, then you see that this gap is. So this is something that you can handle. But let's say if you want to, for example, start this activity roof slab because you want to fast track your project, and fast tracking means whenever you want to finish several tasks earlier or finish the project earlier, you have to do the task parallel to each other to save time. So in order to do so, you can just put -20 and I put OK. So what will happen, as you see here, this task roof slab, although it has a predecessor of masonry structure, which means the masonry should finish until this one can start, I just put a lag of -20 days, which means masonry roof slab should start 20 days earlier, and right now these two tasks are parallel. This is risky for project because if the logic doesn't match with the reality, so you cannot do so. You take the risk of starting these tasks with finishing this one. You are taking the risk, but I mean, you are reducing the end date of project by 20 days, and you'll see why, because this is on the critical path. So this is also lag and lead that you both are at the same column. You manage everything by the lag column. If I put a positive number 50 or something, anything positive greater than 0, you see the lag. If I put something negative, you see the lead, and lead means that this task can start earlier. So I put it 0, so there is no lag and lead for this activity. This is really helpful for fast tracking project and also for managing the relations between different tasks. In the next video, we're gonna see the critical path. Thanks for watching and see you there.